Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everybody. Once again, welcome to or welcome back in my channel today. Today, we are here to celebrate the Women's Day. Definitely, it's not today, but we are starting it with the today's as a Women Week because I have planned two speakers in the next 2 weeks as well on my channel who are be coming with their inspiring journey. So, good morning, everybody, once again. And today we have our special, yes, it's double quotes, very special guest who prove that being a mother, being a non techie, being a non technical guy, I can change my career, I can transition my career from anything to service now. So, we are here with our special guest for the first session of Women's Week special. Rhujuta here. Good morning, Rhujuta. How are you doing?
I'm great, Atul. Thanks. Hi, all. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone.
Definitely, yes. So, Ruchita, before we start the session, the thread I follow in my sessions that we'll take a 5 or 10 second pause here. We'll pray to God because I strongly believe that it is His power, or to whom you believe, to whom you faith, to whom you worship, that without His power we can't proceed further. And He is the only one who gives us the words, strength, and thoughts to say what we want to be say to the audience or the community. Okay, so let's take 10 20
Yes.
second pause and then we'll start the session formally.
Yes.
Okay, so how are you feeling now? First thing first.
I'm feeling very excited actually because I really wanted to share my journey with
Mhm.
everyone because there I had people who have helped me throughout this journey. So I would like to pass on that journey to everyone so
Perfectly.
that they can get motivated to follow the same path or maybe make their own path.
Correct, correct. So this is your first live session with anybody, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yes, yes.
Tension, nervous.
Little nervous, little nervous.
Okay. Okay. So I request to my audience, please give some words to our speaker today, our guest today, so that she get can comfortable and she can continue with us with a good energy and a good mood. And don't worry, it's a casual chat between you and me, along with our audience as well. If you feel no, no, Tul, I'm not getting comfortable, give you a shout and I'll stop in between as well. If you think I need to be go and get a tea, you can get tea as well. That's totally fine. But it is not like a question answer. It's not like an interview. It's like a discussion between the friends here. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So I want to be know, and now it's for my time. It's 6:33, and we'll discuss again the same question in half an hour, and we'll see that are you feeling still comfort, still nervous, or have a tension. Okay. So I want to be know personally because let me tell to the audience as well that how I get connected with Rhujuta. I was going through LinkedIn and I saw her post and someone mentioned, "Oh wow, congrats on your journey from PMO to CTA." I said, "Wow, that looks interesting." And I wait 4 days for Rhujuta to be accept my LinkedIn request. I connect with a lot of people to get her number and finally able to connect with her now. And now she's on the our podcast. So we have our few fix, I can say, audience here like Jerry. He's based out in UK and he always join my session and he's working as a product owner. Ishan, one of my best friend based out in Canada at point of time. Nishan, again, one of my friend and definitely he follow my videos as well. And Ajay Malik as well. Okay. And I think he mentioned very correctly that you have scaled a big mountain, but we'll see that how you climb that mountain because I remember a movie called this thing Manji, that the mountain man the who
Hmm.
is for his wife, he put everything together and make it possible. So I want to be know, and we want to be know that who is Rhujuta here, from where you
Yeah.
came, how you started your PMO journey, then what thought bring in your mind that you pick up the service now and you done the CTA?
Yes, sure, sure, Atul. So, first of all, thanks for inviting me over here, and thanks to all who are actually supporting me via chat to just not make me just make me feel little better. Yeah. So, Atul, in my entire journey, which I'm going to narrate, you will hear a lot of names because Touchwood, I was really lucky to have mentors in my life, whether
Nice.
it be personal or professional.
Okay.
Okay. So I started my journey. Let me start from my college. So I am a core commerce finance student.
Don't
Okay.
worry, I am
I
too. Me too, a commerce background guy. Don't worry.
Okay, so I completed my graduation in accounting and finance, and I took a break to basically prepare for the competitive exam. I was planning to do my MBA.
Okay.
Okay, so in MBA also, I went for the finance stream. Okay, I completed my MBA back in 2014, and I got selected in Tech Mahindra via campus.
Nice.
Okay, so yes, I started my journey back in Tech Mahindra in 2014 May. Okay, to be very precise, I went to Pune. I shifted over there for 2 years just before getting married, and of course, my finance and project management operation journey started when I joined Tech Mahindra. Okay, so it was all P&L, resource management, Excel's presentations to the management with the status. So yeah, that was the things that I used to handle.
Okay.
Okay, and during my entire journey, first of all, I would really like to mention that whatever I selected, whether it be MBA in finance, my parents supported me. Then when I got selected for Tech Mahindra, along with my parents, my would be husband supported me, my in-laws, and of course, at a later point in time, my son also. When I took the decision of moving from PMO to ServiceNow.
Okay.
Okay. So, and of course, I would be taking the names of my colleagues also at a later point in time. But my project PMO journey was very, 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 very fruitful because I was very much connected to the management. I was
Mhm.
basically a bridge between the
Right.
management and the people of my department. We were
Correct.
what, when I joined Tech Mahindra, my department was around maybe 100,
Okay.
and I actually saw them growing to 500, 600, and currently as a ServiceNow practice alone, we are around 800 plus, apart
Nice.
from the tools part. But then yes, throughout the PMO journey also, I had my mentors who guided me. I knew, though I was a finance student, I had my own set of questions because there it was like there were, after whatever we study, okay, the theory part and the practical part, we know that it's different. But my mentors ensured, whether it be Tejas Trivedi, whether it be Sanjay Shah, whether it be Prashant Joshi, they ensured that I knew, I am able to connect the theory and the practical part of it. They were always there, but they did not spoon feed me. Let me be very clear with that. They had the confidence that okay, this is the task, these are the steps, now you figure out how you need to do it.
Okay.
And even when so after, for 7 years, okay, it's been now almost 11 years that I'm in Techem. Okay,
Oh,
and this transition from PMO to ServiceNow, the growth path Techem and my mentors have given me, and of course my family, my husband Rudresh, my son Bihan, they have been there with me through thick and thin when I took all these decisions. Because uh, taking a decision of moving from a completely non-technical role to technical is a very big decision. As
Correct.
in, I had to maybe give the extra effort. Okay. And trust me, 7 years I was doing the PMO job, all these roles, handling people. My people management, touchwood, is very good. Still people come. I'm like a go-to person. Okay. I had become that go-to person. I'm still that go-to person even when my role has changed.
Okay, nice.
Okay. So for 7 years, after 7 years doing that role, I was I had that feeling that it has become too monotonous. Okay.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I'm not getting out of this Excel. All I'm doing is Excel, 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 Excel. Okay, of course, I in Excel also I learned the advanced techniques. My
True.
mentors helped me to uh, get into those advanced techniques, macros, etc. So yeah, Excel was something which I excelled when I was doing the PMO part.
Good, good.
But just Tech Mahindra, when this ServiceNow practice started, it was I and Prashant sir. Okay, he always tells this story to everyone that okay, we were just what 7 to 8 people, and I was among those 7 to 8 people when we were deciding that okay, we need to start the ServiceNow practice in ServiceNow, in Tech Mahindra basically,
Nice.
and I was a part of it. So
Yes.
at that point in time, I was like, why am I still doing PMO after 7 years also? Why I am still in this? Okay. And I am a very, what we say, I don't take risks. I'm very scared of taking risk. I am like, okay, the way things are going on, I'm quite happy with that. But when that discussion was going on, I was like, I think this is something which I need to try. I was supposed to give up everything. I was like, let me leave my job. I
Mm.
consulted my husband. I was like, I'm just unable to focus. The things which I used to do earlier for the appreciations which I used to get, I was about to give up everything. I was about to leave my job. I consulted Prashant sir, I consulted Sanjay sir, I consulted a lot of people, and I was like, more than me, I think they had the confidence. What are you doing?
True.
Why are you leaving? And yeah, so yes, just yesterday I was hearing one of your podcasts with I think Ashutosh.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So in that he had mentioned that mentors are someone who will not give you the exact path. They will never spoon feed you. They will just tell you that okay, this is the path and we have the confidence that you will cross it.
We'll proceed.
That
Correct.
is what all my mentors in my life did.
No,
Okay, so yeah.
that's truly said, Rujuta. I can say mentors are very important in the life. Like being a parent, my child say no, I cannot do, but I know that he can do, and that we have to be do. We have to be
Yes,
motivate. We have to be support. Definitely, sometimes being a parent, we spoon feed, but this is not the industry where we are working. Spoon feeding will never
correct.
ever work here. One day you can do good, but the feeder is out, you're also out. So better make your own path. Good. By any chance, do we have Prashant or Sanjay ji in this session? If you are here, please say hi or hello so that we can recognize you as well. That you are the core pillar. I'll not say that was the core pillar, you are the foundation. I'm remembering the example of the Samudra Manthan. So you are that guy here who take the risk, put the candidate on the top and say, okay, go ahead. Good. So now I'm still struggling. Is it just that they are setting up the practice? So they ask you, okay, would you like to be joined? Or you got some internal thought as well. Hey, let's give a try because you said that you are not a risk taking
Hmm,
person. And
hmm.
MBA is something like that. More risk, more benefit, more profits. So how that conversation come into the picture then?
So, as I told you, we had this discussion. Even after that, for 1 year, I was still thinking that
Okay.
okay, should I go ahead, because I didn't know, as in I didn't know scripting, I didn't know coding. I had to understand the platform from scratch. Okay, so, and I had to dedicate that much of time. So would I be able to do it? Because I had my house responsibilities. I had my a 1 year old kid. So I was like, the should I still go ahead with it? But then my husband told me that please go ahead. He himself is a techie. Okay,
Okay.
he himself is into IT, and he loves his job. He loves what he does, and he is excellent in what he does. Okay, so that he was like that. Okay, there are people to here, there are people here to support you, whether it be your office, whether it be your home. Go ahead, take that jump. Okay, and while taking that jump also, Atul, let me tell you one thing. It was directly on the job. As
Okay.
in, it was not like okay, I got some time to prepare for my maybe very first exam of system administrator. um, and so no one, as in everyone just like Prashant sir just gave me, okay, go to Now Learning, you'll get what you want. Go to the explore the communities, you'll get what you want. Okay, and it was like I had to navigate, I had to
Mm.
search. They just told me, okay, that this is the point. um, uh, uh, the path ahead of you, you need to choose, you need to search, you need to navigate. Okay, and once I completed system administrator, right in maybe 15 days, I had my first project where I was in charge of handling the incident management. I still remember I started my journey with ITSM. Okay, of course, now ServiceNow, it was 4 years back, right?
So,
Now ServiceNow is not just a ticketing tool.
ticketing tool. Wow. Nice, nice, nice
So
words you pick up, not ticketing tool. Correct.
yeah, as in at that time, even I was under the impression that okay, people go there, raise issues, that's it. But as I was exploring the communities, the Now Learning, Now Create, for that matter,
Yes.
it was like it's so vast. As in, at this point in time also, I feel that okay, there is lot to explore. As in, earlier I used to feel that okay, service now comes up with a version every 6 months. Now
Correct.
I feel maybe every 15 days it's coming up with something new. So it was that kind of a thing. So but let me tell you one thing. Moving to service now, taking this decision, taking this risk, was worth it. As in, it's not only the Tech Mahindra people, even people from ServiceNow like Shashin, Kapil, Meera, etc. have seen my journey. Okay, but they have also motivated me. I used to connect with them at one point in time as a PMO, and now I come in front of them as a technical consultant for ServiceNow.
Yes. And
So
yep. And I noticed one thing that when I put this post on the LinkedIn, Kapil was the first one who mentioned that, oh, we remember the days when we connected with you. And I was surprised, wow, I'm going to be connected with a very big personality now. That's awesome, definitely. So now let's take a little break and we'll
mm,
ask you, in your career of the last 4 years, you're in service now, that 5 years approximately, how many times you called service now as a snow?
not once,
Come on,
not
that's
once.
I will not
Not
have it.
once. Trust me, not once, because I still have my mails where I have told people that it is not snow, it is service now. And
Wow.
I have actually marked it as red, green, whatever colors that I have. It's like it's not snow. Even with my customers, some of them actually in conversations,
They call it
they say it's snow. I of course I don't tell them that okay, it's not snow, it's service now. But I try to actually route them in saying that okay, it's service now.
chill. True. Okay. So now one thing is very clear that it was not the luck. You put your hard work as well to transition this journey. Okay. But when we do the transition, it's always not that much easy. Changes come with risk, changes come with positive, changes come with negative effects as well. So the day first, when you started your service now journey, what thought was in your mind that will you able to become a CTA, or the target was just to get a entry in the service now?
So first of all, CTA, frankly speaking, CTA was not in my plan for at least next 1 or 2 years at least.
Like
Okay.
पता भी नहीं था कि
So
CTA होता है क्या, like this. We don't know even what is a CTA, right?
हाँ मतलब at when I started my journey, I was not aware what is a CTA. I was mainly focusing on maybe CSA and then say ITSM, because I started my first project with ITSM, right? So that, and secondly, uh, my team around me actually told me that okay, don't focus on completion of the certifications, because people nowadays actually focus on completion of certifications. The very first thing that needs to be done is focus on what you can do in your PDI, whether you are actually, because see, certification ultimately will clear your concepts, okay, but how to actually implement those concepts, that will come only by practice. Okay, the way you do it in your PDI, even see, now we have even in Tech Mahindra we have freshers batch coming in, getting the training done specifically in ServiceNow, and they are being given the dedicated time. But I always tell them that don't at this point in time, it's the time where you are supposed to actually spend little extra, not
True.
for the company, not for the group, but for yourself,
Oh,
so
yes.
that along with you, your department can grow, your company can grow. Okay, so and it's not selfish to think about you. I even at this point in time, on Saturday, Sunday, when there is the when people tell me, okay, I have project work, I am like, spend at least 1 or 2 hours for yourself, for
True.
your own growth, so that ultimately that growth will impact your project also. It will help your project also.
Right.
So that is the one thing which I always tell, that don't run after the certifications, or of course certifications are important because that actually proves your credibility.
True.
Okay, that okay, you are well aware, but just getting the certification and mentioning it in your resume, questions will come.
Perfectly
Okay,
fine.
questions will, more questions will come, so just ensure that when you are putting a
Yes.
certification, you know in and out.
Correct, correct. And I can echo with you because I'm a service now trainer as well. So I took a lot of batches, trained more than 100, 200 people on the batches. I have same focus that these sessions or the trainings are for the learning. You can complete the now learning courses within 2 hours as well, just for the 2x speed, and it's done. But are you getting something benefit of that? Might be no. So very valid point, which you say that certification definitely it's a need of that hour. It's a demand of the market. But to get the certification, there must be a time. It's not like in a 1 month you did course, another month you did the certification. Spend time, do the hands-on, and then you can move it. Okay, now I want to be listen something important. Definitely during this transition, hard time also come. Family got occupied, you got occupied, husband support almost zero sometime because definitely as you say that your husband also techie and and everything is there. Do you feel sometime that why I started this journey? I was living a good life, happy life, excel with excel, and taking care of my kid, enjoying the family. Why I should start this journey? And anytime you have this thought as well.
So I'll be very frank, Atul. So yes, there was a point where I felt that maybe I shouldn't have taken this path, because ultimately, since my husband is also a techie and I also got into the technical world, um, we I had to give even more time to understand things, because I needed time to know the things, to make other people understand, because ultimately I had to face the customer, I had to do the development on the instance, I had to prepare the design, I had to prepare the presentations, etc. So that additional time which I was talking about just some time back, I had to give that. And in that course of time, I felt that okay, my son is getting ignored. Okay, I'll be very frank with that. As in, just in my second project, okay, where I was implementing ServiceNow for my own company, Tech Mahindra. Internally, we were moving to ServiceNow.
Mhm.
Okay, there were instances, my even my health also got impacted during that time. But and I took a 15 days break because of my health, when this project was on. But in those 15 days, um when and I'll not blame anyone over here, because everyone was doing their own job, whether it be my husband, my family, everyone had their jobs. But they were there to support me. But still, I had to find the solution myself. I had to give that strength to myself, that okay, I will be able to manage this, I'll be able to manage my balance, my work and my child's life equally.
True.
Okay, so yes, just after 2 years, rather one and a half year itself, I was about to give up even the ServiceNow path, because somewhere I felt that okay, my family is getting ignored
Ignore that.
because of that. Specifically, my child. I as a mother, I was actually guilty of not paying attention and just focusing on my growth. But at that point in time, my child was the one who gave me the strength that you go ahead.
Mhm.
Okay, but he was the one who was very understanding. He was like, he I think he grew up pretty fast in this journey of mine. But then yes, now I do try to relive those moments by seeing the old photos, by seeing the old videos. I try to relive those, and suddenly those regrets are not there. And of course, I have my pillars there to support me always, whether it be my family, whether it be my colleagues. They are always there whenever I feel low, where specifically my husband Rudresh, Prashant sir, and Priyanka. So and of course Mandar. So whenever I feel like okay, I need to leave, they are standing over there telling me, don't you dare leave.
True, 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 true. So, okay, one more thing. Did you cry as well during that time? My God, I'm really fed up now. See, it's not like a kind of thing, but definitely being a lady and specifically being a mother and a wife as well.
Hmm.
A lot of stress, early morning get-ups, late night meetings, late night study. Did you cry as well?
Yes, there were moments where I cried a lot. I was like, I just want to give up. I am like, I can't do this. I can't take this pressure. And I used to feel okay, can I ask my boss whether I can move back to PMO. But then also I used to think, okay, now if I ask, it would be like taking a step back, and I cannot afford to do that.
True.
Maybe just moving back to my old role.
Yeah. So
So
how you
yeah.
overcome that situation? Definitely, family support is one, colleagues are one, and you are the individual as a one to be who have to be overcome with that. Have you started kind of might be some yoga, some exercise, some spending some time the things you love? So how you overcome that problem? Because it's like a depression. I can see little bit depression come in the mind, and being a mother, it's too much. If you are not good mood, definitely you will get family also
Hmm.
bad form as well. So how you overcome that part?
So see, Atul, frankly, yoga or any kind of exercise, sport, etc. I'm okay to do that, but I don't think my the way I'm thinking. I can overcome that with any of these. Okay.
Okay.
And I have never tried to do that, but yes, I feel I feel good when I actually talk it out.
Okay.
Okay. I just need to vent out, and then I'm all okay. I just need people around me to talk, and I have very few people to whom I talk. My husband, the colleagues that I told you, and specifically my childhood friend, Mayura, and of course, I through the mother connect. I met one friend, Deepa. Okay, so I specifically Mayura and Deepa. I just went it out with them, and I know they will not judge.
True.
I am like, okay, I just want to leave. They will never say, we told you so. We told you not to take this step. We had explained you. Nothing like that. They'll just listen. They will just listen.
Nice, nice. So I
Of
think,
course, I was really sad. My Mayura is my very old friend. 32 years of friendship.
wow.
Okay, so and she recently moved to Netherlands, and I was the though I was happy for her, I was really sad that okay,
So,
she has.
so yeah. So Mayura, by any chance, if you're on the podcast, say hi and let's encourage and bring kind of a small incident. If you have something with the Rhujuta, you can put in the chat window as well. But definitely, friends are equally important than the family. You need someone who always stand with you. Definitely, husband or wife are there, but the role which a friend can play cannot be played by anybody else as well.
Yes.
Perfectly fine. And I think Ashivat put very positive note for you as well, that he's very lucky to have you as a colleague. Thanks, Ashivat, for putting this together. Okay, now you know that we have completed 31 minutes.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Still
I'm
tension?
feeling no ways. I'm feeling really good.
Okay, so I'm sure that after this podcast, you will get more invitations as well to share your journey, because I recommend
Yeah.
your name to one of my friend as well to invite you
Mm,
as a
mm.
specific session, because again, it's not that you are a woman, it's because you have a transition from one side to the other side. Okay, how was this feeling when you completed your first certification, CSA? Oh my god, I am a certified. How was the feeling that time?
I was not able to believe it. As in, literally, I was like, okay, I passed. Seriously. And CSA was something which I gave without any hands on. So there was a on demand course at that time. I didn't take any instructor led. I took the on demand course, and though it was all, even though it was a very basic thing, but it was still a alien uh,
See,
language for me.
even for the
So yeah,
if we go for the certification, it's always, oh my god, certifications too much.
as in I handle the learning and development part, and one of the feedback that when I passed CSA, one of the feedback that I gave to ServiceNow, please let me know how much percent I scored. Please let me know. So
And then,
because ultimately I think when you fail,
yes,
you still get the segregation that okay, how much you scored in each of the section, and that at that time you get to know that okay, how much
you have to be improved.
has been, yeah, how much you need the improvement and all. But then yeah, but when you pass, you actually don't get to know.
So what I follow the fundamental here when I go for the certification and get passed, I always says I just pass on the points, because going on a very hype is again very bad to say okay, might be 75% passing, might be 80% passing, because you will go on the community, you will find a lot of question on that. What is the percentage marks for the mainline certification? And there's nothing has been mentioned. Nothing is there on that particular point. Okay, I'll pick up one question here with
Hmm,
put by let me bring on the screen, put by Roshan, that he's doing his BTech and he's a third year student now, and he
hmm,
got the CSA and oh sorry, he's looking for some guidelines how to clear the CSA and CAD exam. Before you go, one thing important, Roshan, that don't just put pressure for the certifications. You are just
Exactly.
in the third year now. For you, is hands-on are important, not the certs immediately important. But definitely, what's your thought on this particular part? How to clear, because for the CTA, CSA, and CAD both are required. So how you
Yeah.
prepare your journey?
So, Atul, I completely echo with you that Roshan. So it's you still have time. You still have time. Give practice as much as possible. The CSA labs. Then you whatever labs are there for the certified application developer course. Go through practice those labs. Just don't read it. Practice those labs in your PDI. Go through the communities that okay, there are certain use cases which are shared by our other colleagues within the ServiceNow community. Practice those. Think uniquely that okay, after supposedly if you are targeting CSA and CAD certifications, think that what value add will be done from your end, and then practice accordingly. So
True.
that will give all the more different path for you, because CSA and CAD, I think the certifications are very common, the commonly done by every single individual who is getting into the ServiceNow ecosystem. But then those certifications actually hold value when you are able to add the value.
Correct. And I would like to be add one more point here, and specifically Roshan, not only for Roshan, you, but anybody who is learning phase. Definitely, I'm also learning phase. I'm not a like expert here. I'm still saying
we
we all on the learning phase, definitely.
we all are, yeah, we all are.
I give you an example. Yesterday, I was answering a question on the community, and I want to put that I am a service not trainer, and by mistake, I put I am a service not trainee. So one of my friend, he caught that word. Oh my God, you are trainee, and then he says we all are trainee here now. It's not like we are answering, so we are
Hmm,
expert. So point is that if you want to be learn, ServiceNow community is a one big mall where you
definitely.
can get everything free of cost. If you're looking for the scenarios, hundred of questions came daily. I want to be at this, I want to do this, I want to X this. Why? Pick up an example, do your PDI, and you're getting learning on that particular part. That's good. Okay, we'll take one more question by Michael. Did you have to specialize on a particular module to get to your CT? I guess it's not like that, but definitely you can put a little bit more lights on that particular stuff.
Yeah, so it's not about specializing on a specific module. As a CTA, frankly speaking, you cannot know everything, but at least you need to be in the mind frame that you research about it and you are able to answer. Okay, now when I completed CTA, Gen AI was just a section. Okay,
True.
but now with Xanadu, with Yokohama, ServiceNow has come up with so many things, okay, which are not covered, which they will be covering in upcoming CTA, because they keep on updating the courses, right? And as I told you, every month, every 15 days, ServiceNow comes up with something new. So don't stop your learning. It is not a specific module. Of course, the criteria is that you need to have CSA, CAD, and two CIS certifications, and you need to have 3 years, minimum 3 years of experience. But CTA was a very different journey for me, because yes, I had the 3 years of experience, but when I joined my cohort, I had so many experienced people,
True.
and it was a very different feeling for me to work alongside them, making the group presentations, etc. But yeah, don't focus, of course, focus on one module, because you cannot be master of all. Okay, but focus on one or two modules, excel in that, and then move ahead. But yes, don't stop the learning. Don't stop the learning. Explore the other modules. Don't try to master it, though. Of course, you can if you would like to, but don't try to, what do we say? Don't try to get into everything, because that is not possible.
Awesome.
Humanly, it is not possible.
Yes, and specifically when Rhujuta said that after 15 days service now is changing, we are still believe that
I know
yes, but you bring it over 15 days, that is too that is too good.
that yeah, I know.
Yes. Okay. Now we'll play a game with you. Okay. And by any chance, if your husband or your kid along with you sitting just to the next to you, if they want to become on the camera and want to be say one or two words for you, definitely you can bring them as well on the place. If they're not camera shy, then you can bring it. Now we'll play a game.
Yeah.
What I'll do, I'll put a alphabet to you. Okay.
Hmm.
And you have to give me answer from that particular for answer. You have to give me a term from service now, but
Okay.
you cannot take the release name.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's see. And this is not the evaluation of a CTS. So
Audience, please help me. Yeah, I'm very bad with terms.
believe
I
me,
can.
believe me, Jerry is the one who has more experience in this area because he play this game every session with me. Okay.
So Jerry, you are there to help me, right?
Yes. Okay. Now we'll start with the basics. A.
Hmm. A.
Yes.
Mm, actually,
Go on, go on, go on.
I'm just blank. Audience, can you help?
Hey, come on. The first question not allowed to the audience. Come on.
A.
Yes.
Mm,
Chalo, let me give you the
yeah.
it's a try game or
Yeah.
trial. A actions which we can use in the flow designer. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Something with C.
C.
Yes. Come on. Day in,
Mm,
day out, a developer do these things.
can I take the name of the certification?
You can take, but it will be all C's then. Okay. Take any certification name. Let's give another
so so
loose.
let's say CAD.
Okay, CAD. What else?
I think much better when I'm making presentations, so the words just click in. Yeah, someone said catalog. Yeah.
Catalog, right?
So
Catalog.
I had service catalog, so it was like S.
Yes. Okay. Service catalog. You can say client script. You can say all the things will be there.
Choices. Yeah. So
Some,
it's like someone said choices, right? So I had sys underscore choices.
that is your
So
name on the table name. Then definitely yes.
I know.
Okay. Um, something with B.
Business rules.
Come on, that's nice. Okay. Something with F.
F.
Yes.
Okay. Um,
See, we are getting
F.
the price. Come on, F. This is the first automation thing which we always use.
Uh, Field service. I know.
That's also work for me.
Yeah.
Anything in the service now. So you can say field services. You can say the flow
Yeah. Field
designer.
service.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go a little tough now. Something with
No.
you are CTA, so people say, "Oh my God, let's go to the tougher part." Okay. Something with N. N.
N. Mm, N.
And you took this name in your discussion as well.
Is it?
Yes. The code, the
Okay.
base,
Uh,
always follow. Now create. Now learning. Oops. Now assist. I guess we lost Rujita. You're here or you're stuck? I guess she out from this. Let me get back. Yes,
Yeah,
welcome back.
sorry.
No, come
Yes.
on. It is a practice. If in the podcast there's a no technical challenge, it is not a good podcast. So believe me. Okay, so yes, we are on the end.
Yeah, so Gen AI is yeah, so now assist.
Now assist, okay. And now create now learning as well, even though it's not
Yes.
now learning, it's a learning now at point of time.
Yes. Hmm.
Last two. And that is my favorite. And I can see a lot of your friends are there. Rohila is one. She is the one of
Yeah.
the mediator who pass your number to me after confirming to you. I can see Shama is there, Arya is there, definitely. Few more famous personalities are here now. Okay, W.
Workflow.
Oh wow! One more
rather
word.
rather workflow editor, as in I did not start with flow designer, I started with workflow editor. So shifting from workflow editor to flow designer was a little easier for me, because I used to find workflow editor very
Yes,
difficult.
yes. Any other word with W? This is very famous
mm,
nowadays. Very famous. And
Workflow data fabric.
oh, that was I was looking for. Good job. Good job.
Because
Yes.
I just attended a session just 2 days back,
2 days back, right?
which was there.
The
Yeah.
workflow editor and might be in the morning session you attended, or might be you attended the last evening session.
Last evening session,
Yes, workflow editor,
9:31.
yes, for
Yeah.
the AI agentic perspective. Okay,
Yes.
last, and let's see. Audience know this answer. Definitely, Jerry know this answer, and I want to hear from you. Z.
Z.
Yes.
Oh God, Z.
Yes.
Um,
Think you are fed up. Can I go back in my life again?
no ways. No.
What term we use for Z?
Z boot.
Come on,
That is
correct.
something for wiping out the
Correct.
instance, but
Yes. For the force reboot, actually, I can say.
yes, yes.
Yes. Correct. Definitely, yes. You clear this certification with me
Oh,
now. Okay.
Zing search.
Think
That
this.
is something I don't recollect, but yeah, I'll definitely do some research on Zing search. Yeah.
So Zing is one of the oldest, I can say, you can say mechanism, technology,
Mm-hmm.
method, which service now use in the searching perspective. And now they are moving from
Oh.
Zing to AI and AI to Now Assist as well. So that is what
Oh,
is
so I was aware about AI search and then now assist.
because
Zing
you
search.
just 3 year old, 4 year old. We are from the
I know, I know, I know. But
so Zing,
definitely, I should maybe go 5
yes.
steps back and go right from the history.
Right, right, right. So this is our oldest technique which service now use in the searching perspective, and still there's a lot of customers who are still using the Zing, even though AI is also enabled now.
Mhm.
Okay, how hard was your CTA journey?
It was very, 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 very difficult. Okay,
Okay.
because I initially I had that inferiority complex also, because people in my cohort were so experienced. They had answers to everything, whatever the questions that were being asked. I had to research, but they had it right on the fingertips. They knew, basically.
Right,
But then I was lucky that in my group, I had people who understood, and they guided me. So it was the entire CTA journey, where, and of course, my colleague Priyanka Vijay, she she was the support. She herself returned from maternity and directly got into the CTA journey.
hmm,
But studying with her, sharing the experience with her, I and she's a very experienced resource. Okay, she's really great in what she does. She never made me feel that okay, this is, you don't know this is something really basic. No, never. Even for that matter, even in my cohort, the group, they never made me feel that. Rather, I would say their inputs actually helped me to learn even more. I was I see CMDB is a very basic concept, right? CMDB, ITOM, discovery, service mapping. I was really scared to even go through those concepts. Trust me on that. CMDB, very basic, is I'm fine with it. But then service mapping, discovery, etc. I
Oops. I guess again we lost it. She'll back soon. Let me see if she's there. Let me.
yeah.
Yep, no problem. Don't say sorry. We are in the habit. Don't worry.
Yes.
Okay. So you're talking about the CMDP.
Yeah. So these concepts were something which I was really scared of, and during my CTA journey, the people, the cohort around me, the group, the members, even for that matter, the facilitators, they helped a lot to make me feel comfortable with that concept. And now I think at this point in time, even though the technology is changing, new concepts are coming, I'm okay to take it up, even though I will not understand it at first, but definitely I'm all okay to go in, research, learn, and then come in front to actually lead it.
Nice, nice. That's nice. Definitely, I think the way you're explaining, the way you're telling it. So in your cohort, people treat you like a new baby, and they're treating you like a
No
child,
ways.
and making you.
No ways. No ways. I Atul, you know something, I always had people who actually pushed me. They literally pushed me away, thinking that okay, no, you will it was like pushing me in the water. You will learn to swim.
Hmm.
Whether it be a new person in my life or my old colleagues, everyone in my life, they just pushed me away. They not away, basically they pushed me in the water, and they were like, you will swim, you will swim.
Right,
We
right.
have the confidence. And Atul, let me be very frank, apart from me myself, everyone around me has the confidence except me.
Correct, correct. And this is what we call as a bonding. That uh, I because being a trainer and I have a love for theater as well. So in the theater, we play a game. You have to put your eyes closed and you have to hold the hand for the other person, and he will take you on the tour of that room. The only thing is that you have to put a faith, and if you have a faith, then you can do in that particular part. And definitely, you are now thinking, my day will come. I'll push them in a swimming pool now.
Actually, Atul, you know something, the the recent freshers or trainees
Mhm.
who are around me, I really want to push them in the water and give them the confidence that they can swim. But I sometimes feel that they their attitude first needs to be adjusted. Okay,
Perfect.
not against anyone, but people, the recent people who are around me, they are they are looking more towards maybe money, which is I'm completely okay with that. But then link it to the growth also. Link it to the growth. If you are not growing, then at some point in time the money will become stagnant. But if you are growing, you will have that satisfaction and also money. And this is something which I have learned from my family, my parents, my siblings, my husband, that okay, my husband is actually a live example. He was like, he started his career pretty early.
Mhm.
Okay, right after graduation he got into the job, and now he's just excelling. He does not, he does not have much of certifications in his area, but people still know him by his work. And that is what I also always try to do. I always try to prove my worth with my work.
Nice, nice. I guess you're giving a lot of new guests on my podcast to be understand your background journey as well. And I'm 100% sure now that even though it's a coming generation, I even feel that they are more on the money side, and which is comfortably okay because everybody has
Which
a
is
choice,
fine.
100% choice.
Yeah,
But they have to be equally think that how they can grow yourself. I have
correct.
examples in my training. I still remember there's a one guy called Tahir Sheikh. He watched my videos, he logged into my PDI, and he did his course. And when I surprising, I was doing a training, I saw why his name is there. I ping him separately. Hey, how you get my PDI? Sorry, you only share the password in the video. I pick up that password and read. I was so surprised that people have this much dedication as well that they are able to do these things. Okay, before we proceed, I can see Nishant is there, who is also one of my friend. And Nishant, now I remember that you are in the tech camp, and I'm sure you are happy. You're working with them. Rhujuta here. So Prashant Joshi is one of the core guy I think here, and I need to be think that how to get him in my podcast if he's also on this particular.
You should definitely get him because Amit, he has been an inspiration for a lot of the Techem folks. Okay, he has been a true inspiration.
Good, definitely. I'll try because for this month I'm already booked with my guest, but still, more life to be complete on this particular part, and definitely will get on this one. So if anybody want to connect with the special guest or big celebrity here, I put the LinkedIn ID of Rhujuta. Just one thing, she put H as as the LinkedIn ID, but here she just don't put this one. Okay, now I am coming to another point, which is important to prepare this journey. Specifically, that had to be clear the CAD, and we
Hmm,
are on the same side, commerce background. We love accounting, we love tables, debit, credits, and all.
hmm.
How you prepare yourself for the coding part?
To be frank, we have these sites called W3 schools.
Right.
Then we also have scripting classes in Now Learning. Okay. So I'm still learning. Okay. I can maybe explain the logic of a code,
Mhm.
but I'll still take some time if I have to write the code. Okay, if I have to sit and write the code, I maybe some old codes I'll still be able to write a little faster. But yes, scripting, coding, there are resources.
Okay.
Okay, and of course, our communities, LinkedIn. Okay, people keep on posting basic scripting notes.
True.
Okay, I have myself downloaded some handwritten notes from LinkedIn, some proper PDFs that are being
Yeah.
shared.
Right.
Okay, so Atul, I don't think in ServiceNow ecosystem none of us are alone. Okay, and
True.
ServiceNow has ensured that whoever is aspiring to get into the ServiceNow ecosystem, not only ServiceNow, but we have an entire community, ServiceNow community, to help us through this journey. So it's not only, so if I have become a CTA, this entire journey from PMO to CTA, you heard a lot of names from my mouth, but but along with that, the ServiceNow community, our other colleagues, LinkedIn, our connections, our networks, everyone has helped in one way or the other. They might not realize, but their notes, their guidance, their use cases. Okay, even today, I normally spend at least 1 hour on maybe Saturday, Sunday, as I get time to at least go through the community. Some use cases, okay, this might be unique, this might be little different,
Different, right?
and of course, even if it's a old post, we can always put something on that post that, okay, did you find a solution to this?
Yes.
Okay,
And
so
even I'm surprised that I can see the post of 2018, 19, 20. Hey, did you get the solution?
correct,
Come on, after 4 years,
correct.
also people or the community has this issue.
I know.
That's surprising one. Good. Okay. Now, how you feel now? that crying, that sad depression time period when you done the CT and people are recognizing you as a role model. Definitely now you are not a normal lady or normal woman just in a tech. You're doing the PMO now. You're a role model. Definitely the freshers came, you have
Hmm.
special sessions with them as well. How you feel when you go on the big stage and people clap for you?
It's a completely different feeling, as in till date I have been getting appreciations maybe for the work that I was doing in PMO. I did not expect that I would be getting appreciations even after entering the ServiceNow ecosystem. Okay, but it's a very 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 special feeling, and I always look up to it that okay, yeah, but it's also a lot of pressure that okay, you need to meet those expectations that people have from you, because they always feel that okay, she can do it. But sometimes it's scary that what if I'm not able to do it. But then yes, then again there are people to support that okay, it's okay if you're unable to do it, you can't be an all rounder, and
All
that's
right.
fine.
Yep. Did you cry? I'm coming because crying is also important in human life. Sometimes you cry
Hmm.
due to some loss, sometimes you cry due to some happiness. Did you cry when you get the CTA?
Oh God, I was just not
Okay.
able to believe every certification. Um, it was like okay, I the same feeling that I had for CSA. That okay, I just passed. I just passed, and trust me, I was just not ready. So now they have introduced the exams, right?
Right.
It was
The
earlier
CTA as
a
well. Correct.
presentation. Now they have introduced the exam, and that exam can be given within 1 year, right? You
Correct.
get a time of 1 year. But then somehow my colleague Priyanka, I was like continuously postponing that okay, no, I'll give it maybe in mid December, I'll give it in last week of December, I'll give it maybe sometime later.
Mhm.
And then finally she made me sit, she made me book the exam. And you so
Start.
I always feel that once you book it, once you know that okay, this is the D day, you start preparing. How much ever busy you are with your project, how much ever pressurized you are
Right.
there with your work, you will still take out some time and study.
True.
So
No, that's
that
that's that's true actually. This is what my boss also say. Go and book, then you will start learning or experiencing your course on that particular part. So now finally, you took a
yeah.
lot of name, and I want to repeat that names once again because we are human being. We are from the roots where we always put the gratitude to our mentors. I would like to be happily announce, shoot out the names who supported you in this journey. And if anybody in the audience as of now, please say hi or thank you so that I can recognize that you are in the session now. Over to you.
Yeah, so I'll start with my parents. So Gurdat and Mangala Nadkani. Gurdat Nadkani is already there.
Okay.
He just said hi sometime back. I saw that.
Okay.
My in-laws, Madhvi and Milind Korgaonkar. So Madhvi Korgaonkar is already there.
Okay. I saw.
My husband, yeah, my husband Rudresh. Um, he is currently traveling, so he might not have joined. So of course, I'll show him the recording.
But
And
that's not fair. You are coming on
yeah,
first time podcast and he's traveling.
no, no. So he had a business travel.
Okay.
It was yeah.
Okay.
My son Vihan, and of course I will take all the names. I had a long list of professional colleagues of mine,
Go.
so I'll just take a moment. So I'll start with Sanjay Shah, then Tejas Trivedi, Ashok Pandey. So he was the one with whom I started working. Unfortunately, he's not there with us anymore.
Oh,
But really, he was the first person. So I joined Tech Mahindra on May 14th. He joined Tech Mahindra on May 15th. Yeah, so it was, and I started working with him, but unfortunately he's not there. But yeah, I am I I am assured that wherever he is and he's looking at my journey, he would be super happy.
Super, correct.
Then, of course, Prashant Joshi is there, Mandar Kaddare is there, Priyanka Vijay is there, and my current leadership, Ajay, led by Ajay Chawla. And if I and my friends Mayura and Deepa, of course. And in case if I have missed any names, there are a lot of names, Atul. I just can't. I would have. I wish I would have written all those names so that I could just take all the names. But yes, yeah.
A
And
lot.
I sincerely apologize to the people whose names I might not have taken. Yeah, of course, my siblings, Gautami, Kaustubh, and Leena. So Leena is my eldest sister. So yeah,
Nice, nice, nice. And I guess from the service now, as you say, Kapil was also there because he was the one
yeah.
who.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. ServiceNow, Shashin and Kapil, Meera, and now even I'm working with Anthony, because I handle the learning and development part also for Tech Mahindra,
Okay,
as in from ServiceNow perspective.
good, good to know. So now we have almost 1 minute and six, sorry, 1 hour and 6 minutes. How are you feeling now?
Great.
Shall we go ahead
I'm
more?
I'm I'm but yeah, again, I really would like to apologize to people whose names I might have missed to take, but yeah.
No problem. Definitely, it's a long. Always when you win, you have a long list of people, and
I
some
know.
are directly connected, some indirectly connected. But whenever you think, you always say, "Oh, thanks to everybody who supported me in that particular part."
Yes, thanks to everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, before we close this session, Women's Week special session, I would like to be highlight few things that on next week there is a special session, not by me as well. I'm possibly trying a 7th of March. There is a podcast I'm arranging, and 8th of March there is a session has been arranged by Shama Negi. It's a women's special meet. If you get time, Rujita, please join that session. That is in the
Yes,
evening
definitely.
6:30 IST timings, so you can join that. Plus, on the 8th, sorry, on the 7th, there is a meetup in London, women's special meetup. So if you are in London, you can join that as well. 29th of March, there is a meetup in Delhi, ServiceNow meetup in Delhi. You can join that as well. And once again, me and Jerry is coming back on some exciting topic for the next week. That is 8th of March. Again, another podcast which you can enjoy, everybody. And again, before we close, as we started with pray to God, it's time to say thanks to God as well. So let's take 10-20 second pause. Thanks to God because we speak a lot in the last 1 hour. A lot of words, a lot of thoughts, a lot of people, a lot of vibrations we have. Now let's say thanks. And then finally we close the session as well. Okay, so again, there's a long list in my side as well. Special thanks to Jerry, Ishan, Shama, Verma. I guess a lot of people are there to whom I can say Nishant is one, Prashant Garg is there. Let me see the call quickly. Nikesh Vasekar is there. Then I can say, yep, Anish Sina is there. Ashiva Joshi is there. Thank you so much, guys, for joining this session with me. Roshan, hope you are getting a good learning from journey of Rhujuta. You can connect anybody if you want little bit more discussions. You can connect with Rhujuta on the LinkedIn, and I might request to my friend Shama as well. Please invite Rujita, she just appearance in some other sessions because for this upcoming week she's already booked everything. So might be some other sessions specifically for from
Mm.
you. Thank you, Michael, for joining it. Thank you, Ashiva Joshi ji, joining it. Ajay Malik, thank you so much. Amit Garg, thank you so much for joining the session, and Rohit Singh as well. So once again, thanks everybody. Wish you a very very happy third month of the year. March has started us now. So let's see. The bank people will say it's a closing time, so they are fully occupied for for this month, and we are still and being a parent. kids are getting exams, might be from the next week onwards. So
I,
mother, father both are getting fully occupied to run kids. So another CT is going on now in the life. So get ready for the same. And thank you so much, so much, so much, Rhujuta, for coming on the podcast, sharing your
yeah.
inspiring
Thanks.
journey with everybody, including me. And we all are trainee here and learning with each other. Thank you
I
so much
know.
again.
Thank you. Thanks a
Everybody.
lot.